Hey guys, my name's Eaton and welcome back to a brand new video. This is where I react to my table predictions. So before I start this video, I'll be going through all the comments from last week from my score predictions. So I'll be going through that and you get to see who is the champion as well for the game for the overall season. So let's go through that first. Last week, quite a consecutive week of yellows. 7 points last week, 42 points for the whole season and 225 points overall. Brooke gets a top commenter with quite a consecutive week and exact score as well. So he gives 9 points with ONHH, 30 Tom, I've Eaton all on 8, and Mary 7 with quite a few others as well. Overall in the league table, when for the whole season, I've Eaton wins the league in first place, second 30 Tom, ONHH third, me in fourth with 225 points, just ahead of Max Sanby in fifth. Meanwhile, on the others table, ABC gets the 14th place, Sam Roberts, former champion, gets 15th, and Roberto Hornet gets 16th. All the rest are just done late for like 2-3 weeks below. Brooke comes back and gets the crown, the 5th crown. That means ONHH, Max Sanby and Brooke are the overall crown winners of this season. So well done to them three. But in a Hall of Fame, I've Eaton gets his name on for 2021-2022. He joins Samuel Roberts on the Hall of Fame for this channel. So well done to him for getting the champion this season. So let's start off then. So 20th place, I did go for Norwich City, which obviously I got correct. I think the whole world pretty much got it correct, that Norwich will go back straight down to the Championship as they always do. And to all you Norwich City fans, I will see you in 2 seasons' time back in the Premier League. 19th, I went, actually, was Wolverhampton Wanderers. Probably a couple of shocks to some of you, as I thought Wolves are absolutely good to. I wonder how we're going to do with Nuno. I just expected them to literally, I don't even know, just struggle. And I'm thinking without Nuno, I think their style will pretty much be gone. And I won't sure what's going to happen to Wolves this season at all, especially when Nuno went. Obviously, I got a new manager now, and they had quite a decent season. Have Wolverhampton? I think it was 10th actually. I finished mid-table, so fair play to them. Raul Jimenez obviously had quite a decent impact as well after returning from a long injury last season. And yeah, I'm completely wrong with that prediction. Fair play to Wolverhampton. They surprised me. I put them 19th, and I finished actually 10th. 18th I went for was Watford. I was really close. They did get relegated in 19th. I was expecting them to get relegated. I did say they go have about 200 managers. I'm kind of wrong on that prediction, as I think they just sacked one manager and got Roy Hodgson in, who actually did not a bad job, but he'll probably be gone by the end of this season. And yeah, it's just been quite a hard season. We didn't have much improvements in the transfer windows either. Dennis, he was good in the first half season. Second half season, he had a bit of injury problems, so which kind of affected a bit of the Watford style, and that's why I put him 18th, which I did predict him get relegated at the end of the day. 17th I went for was Burnley. Of course, they did finish 18th on the final day. If I do this prediction for week 37, I would go bang on. But I expect them to finish that way. I did say in my prediction that Sean Dyche football was going to get worked out, which it did. So that's why Burnley sacked their manager. And I kind of really got in now. But yeah, he actually did quite a decent job. It's pretty much outwon it Burnley before the new manager came. And ever since he took over, they did actually play a bit for the last 5-6 games, and we're really close against safety. Obviously going down on the final day due to that Leeds last minute goal, but Up close in our prediction, I was just one away. I predicted him 17th, actually finished 18th. 16th, Newcastle. Obviously, I did this prediction way before, obviously, the whole thing of Mike Ashley leaving, getting out new Saudi Arabia owners, and obviously sacking not Sean Dyche, Steve Bruce. And obviously, Newcastle, they've been really excited, as expected, since they did that changes. Kieran Trippier, Bruno Guimaraes as well, who were signed, who have really been a spark for this Newcastle team. And they've been really excited, especially Alan signed Maxman as well, with his pace down the wing. Really a dangerous player for most opposition teams. And I put them 16th. They actually finish in, I believe, was it 12th or 11th. So I wasn't too far off. 15th, Crystal Palace. At the beginning of the season, I didn't know how they're going to be with Patrice Vieira. I said, I'm not sure if he's going to be like another Frank de Boer or if he's going to be like a Roy Hodgson kind of character and finishing mid-table, which they pretty much did. They had a quite decent season. Beating Man United on the last day, which won me a challenge to see how poor Man United have been this season. I'll get to them in a moment. So, Palace, yeah, they've been quite decent. Wilfred Zaha, especially, obviously, having his top scoring season, actually. I think he's got about 16 goals this season. And, yeah, been quite decent, quite exciting to watch at times. Did get crucial points against them London teams, especially Tottenham and Arsenal especially. And, yeah, they actually finished in 12th, so quite close. I did put mid-table and of 3 places away. 14th I went for was Brentford. I did pretty much get this one, just one above. They did alright. Obviously got Christian Eriksen in, which really added a whole new spark to the Brentford team. And if they keep Eriksen next season, I'm actually going to say Brentford are going to stay up once again if Eriksen does stay at Brentford. Because they really play some exciting football, did Brentford, as I expected them. And Ivan Toney as well got them goals as I predicted as well. And same with that Mbubo, who they did sign as well, who have been really good, Brentford, and quite a decent season for them. I went for was Brighton, and they actually finished their highest ever position of 9th. Yeah, they really did turn on the switch to Brighton. There's always pretty much again crucial points, and then they did go at one point in the season where it went proper downhill, and it was I did actually predict them to actually go down during this season, and then also just bounced up and got complete crucial points against mostly then top 6 sides. And there's really one of them underdog teams with Brighton this season. I'm really surprised how it did, especially with Trossard, how good of a player he was this season for Brighton. Complete change our Brighton team. And with Graham Potter's side, I put him 13th and 9th. I was the actual position, so not too far away. 12th I went for was Southampton, who did have quite a good start to the season, and then it just went downhill ever since when they lost at St Mary's. Because they did have one of the best home forms in the league, this Southampton, until about February, March time. And ever since they lost, they just went proper downhill and just completely fell down the table towards I think finished at 16th, Southampton, or 15th. So I predicted them to finish in that bottom half, but I didn't know they'd go that far down. I put them in 12th. They actually finished in, obviously, 15th. Leeds I put in 11th place. They actually just stayed up on the final day. Fair play to them in 17th. Leeds, I expected them to have a decent season. Obviously, as we saw the previous season, where they're playing really exciting football. They kind of had some spark of that until when Bielsa's football pretty much got worked out. Hence why Leeds took a risk and sacked Bielsa and got that John Meach in. and he's done an alright job. He definitely got the bargain anyway, getting Leeds to safety on the final day, and yeah, fair play to them. They stayed up once again. Still got leaky defence. As I did say on my prediction video, that they probably got the improved defence with them signing, especially Llorente from the La Liga, but they still have some issues towards the back, which was obviously why Leeds were towards a relegation battle. But I put them in 11th, and they actually finished in 17th, so quite a far away, 6 off. 10th I put is Everton, and I don't know where to start. I expected good hopes for Rafa Benitez, but they kind of messed up Everton just a tad. Obviously, Rafa Benitez got sacked about a few months later. Got obviously a replacement in, and he actually did, I would say, a good job, but nah, not really. They're quite lucky to stay up until when they had that spark in the final 6 games of the season, where they did pick up a load of points to gain safety, but a really poor season from Everton, have to say, and they're really lucky to survive in 16th place. So I put him in 10th, but I didn't expect him to play that bad. 9th, I put Aston Villa. Obviously, this was from the previous season where playing proper exciting football, and especially Martinez in goal. I can't remember seeing Martinez as such. Obviously, didn't really as good as last season. I expect good things from Aston Villa, especially when they brought Felipe Coutinho in. They did bring some spark. Just the defence was a bit shaky. They kind of went similar to this 2 seasons ago. Their defence was just all over the place this season, and yeah, gave it a good go to Man City on the final day. Unlucky to them not to beat them, but next season, if they've been linked to Luis Suarez, if they bring in him, then I expect high things from Villa once again. They just need to seriously improve on that defence. But I've gone for 9th place, and they finish in 14th, so not too far away. 8th place I went for was Tottenham. This was obviously in the same time when Nuno was just took over some Spurs, and he kind of a bit of a flop, not gonna lie. And ever since they got Conte in, they did improve a lot. Spurs obviously getting that Champions League football once again. Obviously the signing of Kulusevski, adding that extra threat to the attack, adding giving extra support to Harry Kane and Heung-min Son towards that front three. So a really decent signing that for Spurs, probably one of the signings of the Premier League season for Kulusevski, in my opinion. And I put him in 8th, but fair play to him, they got Champions League place in 4th. 6th I went for was, 7th is Arsenal I went for. I did put them low down because, well, I'm one sure about Mikel Arteta, if I'm going to be honest. He kind of, even at the beginning of the season, towards the relegation zone was Arsenal. And then also they just picked up their form, they just literally flew up a block, did Arsenal. And was one of the exciting teams to watch, especially with Nketiah being in his form, Saka, Odegaard, Emile Smith-Rowe. All them was really had decent seasons for Arsenal and really added an extra spark to the North London side. And I predicted them quite low down in 7th, but they got a Europa League place. They played to Arsenal there. 6th I went for was West Ham. They actually finished in 7th. They were 6th until the final day, where they did lose against Brighton. 6th, I'm really impressed by how they each one was entertaining teams of the season, in my opinion, with West Ham, especially during their first 20-30 games. their form kind of got a bit shaky towards the end of the season. I think Bowen was getting injured. Antonio was getting a bit out of form. They're getting a bit worked out with West Ham. But towards the beginning of the season, the 2/3 of the season, they're really exciting to watch. Probably one of my favourite teams to watch, actually. Had a bit of a soft spot for them. Obviously, they finished 6th and they actually finished in 7th. I was so close getting them, but just that final day where they lost against Brighton, what affected that prediction. 5th place was Leicester City. Leicester played really exciting stuff last season, of course, winning the FA Cup and the Community Shield. So I was expecting quite high hopes for them at the beginning of the season. And they was quite exciting towards the season, but kind of got a bit worked out, kind of a bit down in form. Vardy was not really as sharp as he has been in previous seasons. But Leicester, yeah, they're still towards the top 8 of the table, obviously finishing 8th at the end, but I was expecting a bit more high hopes from Leicester this season, especially with being a Community Shield and the FA Cup winners. But hey ho, we move on to 4th place, and I actually went for Liverpool. Yeah, that's because I almost missed out on the Champions League last time. Obviously, they got into Champions League all thanks to Alisson getting that crucial goal against West Brom. And from that goal, they could actually win the Champions League against Real Madrid. At the time of recording, is playing on a Saturday, so they could actually win the Champions League with Alisson, that crucial goal from Alisson against West Brom. Also just missed out on a quad as well, being a really exciting team, have Liverpool this season, only just missed out on the title on the final day. So they kind of over-exceeded my expectations, I'd say, from Everton of my prediction, as I put them in 4th and I actually finished in 2nd. 3rd, yeah, Manchester United. Where do I even start with them? I was really excited, especially when they signed Cristiano Ronaldo on deadline day. But I just don't know what happened. I'm not sure if it's Harry Maguire or was it just the poor management? I don't know. But they had an absolutely dreadful season. They're quite lucky to get that Europa League space, because they looked more likely finishing just below the top 7. They just went proper downhill, proper shaky towards the back. And yeah, I just expect more things from Man United next season. Yeah, I'm sure Man United fans agree, especially with Gazelle and all that issues. So it's been a really tough season for most Man United fans to take. But obviously they finished 7th and or 6th, and I put them in 3rd. 2nd, I went for Moral's Manchester City. I was one off, of course, I did win the league on the final day. Obviously I put them to finish at least in the top 2, so I'd take that. I had quite a decent season. I was expecting high hopes from Jack Grealish, and it was alright. Obviously, it was a strong backup for Real Mahrez, and yeah, they had obviously Pep Guardiola is always exciting to watch, and yeah, just quite a decent season, winning the league once again, and yeah, there you go. I put him 2nd, and I finished 1st. The 1st place I actually put was Chelsea. I was expecting high hopes from them being the champions of Europe. I was expecting Romelu Lukaku to absolutely shown to literally be a massive threat in the whole division. Bit of a flop a bit from Lukaku. Didn't really pick up his form as such as it was in his Inter Milan. And yeah, Chelsea obviously still finished 3rd, but they was towards the first end of the season. They were pretty much top of the table. But with them shaky spells, of course, I had all that trouble with the chairman and everything. So, the least got Champions League Chelsea. I put them in first, but I actually finished third, so not too far off. So thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Also, next season, I'm not sure if I'll be continuing the score predictions or not. It depends about future employment or whatever. I'll keep you updated anyway about that. Make sure you do have a great summer, guys, and obviously I'm not sure if I'll be back or not, but if not, I'll see you guys hopefully next season. I've been Eaton, to Ralph now.